guys. Okay, we've got a GETFIT session going on here today, and what we're going to do is some of the new stuff. You'll see using the kettlebells, using the prowler outside, but just to talk you through it, what we've got on station number 1 is a squatting station. We've set up kettlebells going from a lightweight to a heavyweight, and we've got the guys doing 10 reps on each one as they progressively make the weight heavier. It's 2 minutes per station, so it's quite nice. It's a circuit format, and what I've done to make it a bit more fun, I made it train with a team or with a partner, and on certain stations your partner is going to go, the other person will have a rest. So on the first one, we're just going to talk you through the squat here. You're going to wrap the kettlebells around your shoulders, bend the knees, push your hip down, and as you come forward, you thrust with your hip, and as you can see, it works your quads and your glutes. Brilliant way to tone up the legs. So that's a double kettlebell squat.
Yeah, and they do this with each station, each one, until the end, yeah.
That's it. So what we've got is we've got 2 8 kilos, 2 10 kilos, 2 15 kilos, and 2 18 kilos.
Okay, so you got the 18 kilos at the end there, Denver.
So that's why as you're going down, you'll see that it's going to get harder and harder.
Awesome. Okay, I got this one. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we've got a nice ab station at number 2 here. What I've done is with the use of a dumbbell and reaching towards the roof, they're going to do 4 different ab exercises for 30 seconds. This is just the first one with straight legs, which is very unorthodox because we normally ask the legs to be bent, but just reaching up towards the roof, and it's a good lower ab exercise. Once they've done 30 seconds of this, 30 seconds, then they change hands. They'll do the alternate hand for 30 seconds.
Okay, so it's working the ab here.
That's it, at the lower ab.
A lower ab.
Yeah. So this is what we call, see, this is very functional, so it works a lot of core.
Well, let's get ready for person's book.
Yeah, it should.
Because when you work in a bottom ab,
this will get you the six-pack. This is the one. This is
the one. Get that six-pack finish. Okay, cool. We're done with that. Wonderful.
And turn around, just a variation. So the next one is quite a popular exercise. It's called the plank way of doing a plank. And Neil actually designed this exercise here. He's the owner of GETFIT and he's personal training for 11 years. And as you can see, as you take your hands off the ground, the weight transfers from one side of your abs to the other side of your abs. So it hits you quite deep.
Awesome.
It hits you quite deep on the muscles on the spine.
And I see they're doing it on their toes at the back there.
That's it, in the ball and foot.
And now what they do?
Right, so the last one, keep the knees bent, you guys. Toes up. Push down. That's it, so you push down, crunch up. Get it? Come right up. Push down, crunch up. So just by the use of a dumbbell and a prop, it's actually pushing resistance against the abs. It makes it much more effective. It's as opposed to a normal crunch. This is called your prowler, and we're just using it today to do a back exercise. You can see the girls, we've got weights on it. Just the weight plate itself is 40 kgs.
Wow.
Right, and we added an extra 16 there. Right. Okay, so this is what we call functional training. Why it's functional? Working more than one muscle group in the exercise. And this is the latest trend now. Is doing functional not training. Machines. Free weight exercises, using body weight stuff, and as I said, works more muscle groups, helps you to function everyday living.
So this is the new way fitness is going. Functional.
Functional. That's it. Globally.
Globally.
Globally, its trend is functional. We call it functional training. So it's moving away from using machines because machines are actually not user-friendly or joint-friendly. And with this here, you target more muscle fibers, you're burning more calories, and you're getting a better definition overall.
Correct. You're kind of going back to the old way where you used to get fit. You're using no machines and you're using your people, right? Okay,
so talking about the new stuff and the new functional training out there, the rope has become very popular throughout the world, used in boxing gyms, martial arts gyms, your CrossFit gyms, sort of our functional training gyms. And as you can see, the rope, it's done in a squatting position. The rope itself is quite heavy. It's about a 30-kilogram rope. And the idea is to form a big wave. In that squatting position, you're working your quads, your calves, your hamstrings. And by picking the rope up and down and flicking it, you're automatically working your chest and shoulders. But when you do it, because you're working large muscle groups, you'll see that it uses a lot of calories, a lot of energies. And when you come out, you'll feel that your heart is going to pop out of your chest. Right? And the whole idea of this type of training is by getting your heart rate and keeping your heart rate in a high zone, you're burning more calories and you're getting fitter. So that's what it's doing. I mean, you could even do this in your backyard. You could buy a rope, tie it up to a large tire, and do three sets of 20 rope.
Correct. Denver, what you're showing me here is stuff that you can go and do this on your own.
100%.
You don't need machines, like you said. You don't need machines for it. You can just go and set this up.
You can invest in a kettlebell, which will cost you about $300, and you could do a complete full-on workout.
Hundreds of tons with those kettlebells, eh?
Hundreds of stuff.
Awesome.
Then moving down to our 5th station, we've got a deadlift station. This is one of the most popular exercises in bodybuilding or strength training. It's very functional. It's a full body exercise. It works your quads, your glutes, which is your backsides, back of your thighs, your hamstrings, and shoulders. Large muscle groups, so increasing your heart rate, as well as increasing testosterone levels. So this really helps you to build some good muscle firm and tone. Very similar to a squat. It's shoulder width apart. And you're going to lean forward. Important here is that the bum is out, the lower back is in, and the chest is out. So you can see that Eloise is doing quite good form there. Right? And it's about 6 reps. On this exercise, what we want is we want a bit of heavier weights with lighter repetitions, and it helps you to develop power. This in actual fact is a powerlifting exercise. So if you take powerlifting, your 3 exercises is a bench press, a squat, and a deadlift. And this is deadlift, one of your most popular exercises. Brilliant to build overall strength. Back there, bum out, lower back in, chest out, look up.
Yeah, it basically is a squat in a sort of way. Like a bench with squats, eh? Right?
See, what we don't want to do is lose form. You can see she's losing form slightly there.
Okay, then you can correct her. Yeah, correct her there. Okay. Tell me how she's doing, this lady here.
Okay, this is perfect form, right? So you can see the knees are not pushed over the toe, the bum is out, the lower back is in, she's pushing at the hip, she's looking up when she's doing the technique.
But as they get tired, they lose
the more you practice it, the better your form becomes from week to week.
Okay.
So it's important that you're always concentrating on form, and as a trainer, you're always correcting techniques in the session.
Wonderful.
And obviously using the correct weight, because what's majority of the fault is when guys go into the gym is that they lift a weight lighter than what they're supposed to and they don't benefit, or lift a weight heavier than what they're supposed to and lose their form and injure themselves. So that's quite crucial that you get the right weight. See that there are variations of deadlift, and what's a proper we call it the farmer's walk bar. It's quite a new bar. It's slightly more elevated or higher up as opposed to the standard bar. It helps you to get your form right on the deadlift, because you're basically standing inside the bar itself and you don't really have to think about maintaining the form. It makes it quite easy. Here what happens is the weight distribution is more centralized as falling in front of you. So that's also good form as well. Not working the calves and just hitting the abs straight. So that's the important thing about training. There's small slight changes in your technique that can help you get better results and target the muscle. Yes, the bench press down here. What you're going to do is get your eyes in line with the bar, move forward, and I'm just going to get there to grip it outside my hand. She's going to take the bar out, and what we're going to see is one straight line down and straight line up, in line with the chest and not the shoulders.
Oh, in line with the chest.
You can see, but what the guys tend to do is they put the bar more forward, and then it works more the traps in the shoulders and not the chest. Okay, the bench press is also quite a common exercise where guys injure themselves. That's because of incorrect technique or not being warmed up. So a lot of rotator cuff injuries are caused at the bench press. So what's very crucial when you are doing the bench press, as I said, the position of the bar in line with the chest, and the downward motion is smooth and controlled. If the downward motion is fast and quick, you're going to tear that rotator cuff. That's when and that could be, then you're out for like 8 weeks. Okay, so what you're seeing here is actually quite an advanced program, and a good question, Sean. How long is this bout of exercise? It's 13 minutes. Now that's quite intense for a person, is to do a 13-minute cycle of lifting weights. But what we've done is, as I said, I made the stations 2 minutes on the station itself, and just to make it a bit easier and manageable, because we're lifting heavier weights, I got it working with partners. So a partner does 6 reps, the other person 6, but it is a 13-minute bout of exercise.
And how long is the course in the morning? It's like from 8 till 9. They have an hour.
Session.
It's an hour. You don't want to do it longer.
No. So depending on how the circuit is based, it should take get you 45 minutes of good solid training. On this one here, we can do 3 rotations of 6 stations. That's it. And then towards the end, I'm going to end up with a nice application. Okay, Sean, so what's happening now is we're coming down to our last set. And what you're going to see is that the body's really going to fatigue. Now, this is the crucial part because this is where form is going to go off. And this is where you want to motivate the client as well. So what you'll see is if I'm walking around, if form slightly goes off, then I'm going to start to tell the guy. And as well try and push the guys a bit as well.
I'll follow you now.
Quite hard. So by this stage, the body would be quite tired.
I can see that pushing hard. There you go.
Turn around, guys. Just do push-ups here on the floor. So also, the crucial part to training is obviously thinking on the spot. What happened here was the girls missed out a station, which was a bench press. All I did was come out and made them do a push-up, and now this is also a chest exercise.
Wow.
Right, so it's very important that a trainer thinks on the spot as well.
Please, expect what happened today and what can we expect from you next
we
week?
had quite a productive workout today. This is in between our challenge, so most of these guys, I'll say, is already fit. So we called these stay fit sessions. The intensity was quite high. The whole idea is to try and get the guys to have a good workout in the day for an hour, and now they can look forward to the day, go on, be positive in their workplaces and with their families and homes. And as I said, builds good confidence. A good way to approach the weekend as well. So I mean, these guys are feeling good about themselves. And as I said, I think we had a brilliant workout today. What's to expect next week? We're going to try something a bit different. I've got more of a circuit. It's more of a circuit format planned. It's time-based, completely different, and it's very functional as well. And hopefully the following week after that, to get you guys and show you how we do the assessment process and speak a bit more on the nutrition and diet part of it and how that's going to help you to get in shape for summer. You've got enough time, guys. You've basically, to get in shape, we allocate 3 months. So if you time it well and you start off in September, October, November, by December, you're going to be looking amazing. And that's where the diet comes through.
Awesome, Denver. Can't wait.